Yo, what's up you guys, it's your boy User Friendly back at you with another video, and today we're going to be going over what it means to be in a match coverage. I'm sure you guys have heard it by now and have probably scratched your heads on it if you don't know. So when you go into your formations or your playbook, whatever it is, coach suggestions, and you're flipping through your plays, on the top left corner of each one of your plays you have a little tab that indicates whether it's a zone coverage, a blitz, a man coverage, and you're going to encounter some with the little purple tab. I'm going to say match at the top left, but it's still a zone coverage. Now, to understand what match coverage is, match is a defensive coverage scheme that blends zone and man-to-man principles. So basically that means if a defender is just dropping in their zone and he sees a man who happens to carry into that zone, he basically just follows him as if he was playing man-to-man. And College Football 25, the AI defenders in this game will initially drop into their respective deep or underneath zones, but however they're programmed to recognize when a receiver enters their zone and match that receiver, so it's like a man-to-man type thing. Depending on the offensive formation and the route combinations, the defenders might switch their assignments on the fly based on what routes you're running. Match is mostly effective because it combines the best elements of zone coverage and also allows your defense to play like a sticky man coverage type scheme, and it could really throw your opponent off when you can't tell whether you're running man or zone. So we're going to go ahead and pick a play here. We're going to pick a normal cover 3 sky, and we're going to pick a random play for our offense too. Actually, no, what we're going to do is going to pick double in. So as you can see, we're in a cover 3 here. This slot DB, he doesn't follow the slot receiver. This guy stays in his zone. This guy stays in his zone. Same with this linebacker, okay? Let's go ahead and play it out again. So we're just covering our zones. We're passing it off. See, they got that completion. Cool. That's what a normal traditional zone coverage should and would look like in game. Okay, go ahead, run it one more time. Just passing it off here, but obviously I usered that, but you guys get the idea. Okay, we're not being too sticky, we're just playing our zone coverages and passing it off. Now what happens if we play a match coverage? Same thing, but just a match coverage. Okay, now remember you guys, the way you identify what a match coverage is if it's not in the name already, look at the top left corner of your coverage and you're going to want to pick the one that's in the purple tab and it says match on it. Okay, so for example, this cover 4 palms is in match coverage and this cover 3 matches in match coverage as well. Obviously it's in the name, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and pick this cover 3 match. And just a quick tip for you guys as well, if you want to disguise your guys' defense, what you could do is use the right thumbstick to pick which coverage shell you want to come out in. So you could be in like a cover 1 robber but come out in like a cover 2 look. You could be in a cover 3 match and come out in a cover 2 look. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Just a quick little tip for you guys to help you guys advance your defensive schemes. This only works if you're in the formation, by the way. You have to be in the formation tab, clicking the formation of your liking. In game, you guys could just use disguise defenses. So let's go ahead and come out in this cover 3 match, and then let's just pick double in, same play. Alright, now let's pay attention to what happens to our defensive backs and how they cover the man in front of them, as opposed to just passing off each receiver. You see how he's following him respectively? He's not staying in his zone, he's actually following him. And what I'm actually going to do to show you guys a better example of what I mean by this is we're actually going to run the same coverage, cover 3 match, and we're going to have the offense just run a go vertical shake, just to show you guys what the defensive backs do and how they react to it. I'm going to use this safety back here. Let's see how my linebackers and defensive backs react to this. You see how they just follow them? It's almost like a man coverage, but you're in zone. So what match coverage does is it plays like a zone coverage man scheme type of concept. If you're playing online, after every play, if you're on offense, you could see what the opponent was running on defense. So imagine you're running a cover 3 scheme in this cover 2 high look, and each time after every play, your opponent goes and sees what coverage you're playing, and it's showing them that you're playing cover 3. But you guys are playing man, so you could see how that could throw someone off, and he could probably try to set up a man beater, and really whole time you're in zone coverage. Okay, so that brings me to my next point. So if you guys come out in this base match coverage, and if you don't want your guys to play sticky and follow them and do that man scheme concept, what you could do to get out of it is press triangle or Y if you're on Xbox, and you're going to want to shade over the top. And what this is going to do is it's going to take your guys out of that match coverage and back to that traditional cover 3 defense. So you could really play around with this and have your guy thinking that you're running man coverage, and really full time you're playing cover 3 match, and then next thing you know, you could come out in the same look and then switch it up on him with the traditional cover 3. You could really just play chess with your opponent. That's why any match coverage is really good. You like to play aggressive, but also want to keep your guys in the zones, especially in those deep zones back here with your safeties, but you also want your guys to play aggressively. Match is the perfect coverage to play on defense. Really sticky. It's helped me get countless interceptions, and I would definitely look into running this if you haven't already. Hope this video helped, guys. If it did, go ahead and drop a like below, and as always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.